Welcome everyone to the Corsace Closed round of 16. We are here with the third match of the weekend between the number 5 and number 12 seeds in the winner's bracket. This is Nissan versus Riot, two tournament players who I think are going to be sort of interestingly matched against each other. Riot having some pretty good performances overall in the qualifiers, but on honestly some maps that I think Nissan will also have some good performances on, but also some that aren't super Nissan favored. Very, very strong score on Hidden One for Riot in qualifiers, for instance, which is something that Nissan just absolutely did not do well on. But Nissan also very much better at some of the low AR reading than Riot overall. And of course, Nissan, one of the best double time and speed tournament players that is around right now. Both of those players actually doing quite well on both of the double time picks in the qualifiers pool. My name is Dio. I'm going to be casting this matchup. We did also see a matchup with Riot in the play-in stage. Actually, we did not. He won by FF. So, yeah, no data from round of 16, or from play-ins, excuse me, for Riot. He is also going into this as his first match of Corsace Closed. So he is both of these players going into it fresh, just the qualifiers pool for information on both of them, and that actually, I think, serves a little bit better to determine who comes out on top in this matchup. The qualifiers pool and this round of 16 map pool are roughly equivalent in overall difficulty. They both have a 7.27 star no mod 1. They're both looking about the same overall in terms of the relative difficulty of a lot of the maps. This one, though, of course, much bigger. We have a 6-3-3-3 map pool rather than a 4-2-2-2 map pool. Of course, with a tiebreaker in the round of 16 as well. And you just get more room to do more things in certain maps when you have a 6-3-3-3 map pool. Unlike last week, where the no-mod pool was very, very dense, that role has now shifted over to the hidden pool, particularly in hidden 2 and 3 being fairly dense. But we do also have an AR9 CS6 no mod 6, which you would think, hey, isn't that just a precision map? Well, it kind of is. It does fill that slot a bit, because in the precision slot in Hard Rock, that map very much focused on the finger control, very much focused on the streams, rather than just on the precision aim. I think it favors actually Riot a little bit more, that there is more going on in the Hard Rock pool this week than there was last week, where it was a sort of more clear-cut Hard Rock pool with, of course, your Hard Rock 1 and then a precision pick in Hard Rock 2 and a more control-focused pick in Hard Rock 3 this weekend, with a bit more things to worry about in the Hard Rock 2, which matches up quite well with something like what we saw in Hestia during the qualifiers. That CS 6.5 pick, also a tech map in Hard Rock, and lo and behold, not only is there the finger control to deal with on Hard Rock 2, but Good Rage by Ebimao, the speed tech map in Hard Rock 3, I think going to be a very good pick for somebody like Riot, who did very, very well in comparison to Nissan in the qualifiers. It looks like we finally got both players in, though. We're going to be getting ready to get into the match now. I think looking at the qualifier results for both players, the first ban for Nissan could actually be something like the Hidden One. I just really did not do super well on that map in the qualifiers. I'm not sure if it was something to do with the particular map or whether it was something else entirely, but it's definitely something that he could look at banning. No Mod 4 as well was a map that Riot did fantastic on, that Nissan honestly really did not do super well on in comparison. Riot number 3 and number 4 overall in qualifiers on Hidden 1 and Nomad 4. It's going to be Nomad 3 coming out as the first ban from Nissan. And Nomad 3 in this map pool actually is the tech map, whereas in qualifiers it was Nomad 4, so it does actually ban out the tech map in Nomad. Nomad 2 banned out by Riot as well, and I think that works fairly well against somebody like Nissan, known for the stamina, known for the raw speed in tournament play. So not wanting to deal with Nissan on something like Gario Tensei, 200 ppm's big streams is not exactly ideal when you've just woken up. Hard Rock 3 also getting banned out by Nissan, and I think that's a pretty good ban. We were talking about that map a little bit as a potential pick for a Riot, given the nature of the map and how it works as well with Hard Rock 2 to make the Hard Rock pool honestly pretty tricky overall. Much less tricky now with that tech Hard Rock ban from Nissan. Dokudenpa in Hard Rock 2 only really finger control and burst heavy, along with, of course, the raw aim requirement on the CS 6.5 pick to bring it up to that almost 6.8 star rating. And Hard Rock 1, of course, an aim map, so pretty standard maps left overall at this point. Oh, Riot. Oh, man. Oh, man. Unlucky. No warm-ups here in Corsace Closed, so he's just got to go right into the first pick. No warm-up whatsoever. Just woke up. Poor guy. DT2, by the way, banned out by Riot as the second ban, banning out the 263 BPM speed map in DT. I think that's a pretty good move. You don't want to play raw speed against Nissan. It's a pretty bad idea to do that against this guy. Especially on AR8 DT. Very, very good at that. It's gonna be a hidden 2 first pick for Nissan, actually. I'm not sure if Riot's timer ran out or what happened there, but thought we saw the ref ask for Riot's pick. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it is not going to be hidden 2 as the first pick. It's going to be something else. Riot is going to be picking, not Nissan. I love Leo. Nomad won the first pick for Riot here. It's gonna be Nomad 1. It's a Skytuna aim map. Don't expect much of an explanation. It's got a lot of aim. It's got a lot of jumps. It's got not a lot of anything else. It's Nomad 1. Alright, this is going to bring us into the first pick. Let's see if Nomad 1 works out for Riot. Honestly, when you've just woken up, this is probably about the best map you can hope for. At least your left hand doesn't need to be warmed up for this one. He may find a couple of under aims if the aim hand isn't warmed up entirely, but looks like Nissan's going to find an early miss aim at the start of the map here. Riot also miss aiming here at the start, does drop the combo, and it looks like that was a Bancho miss for Nissan at the start here. There's not, I think, a ton of difference between both of these players on Nomad 1 overall. Riot actually having a very, very good score on Nomad 1, about 700k there, but 540k for Nissan still strong enough to put up good scores here in match, and that's what's happening right now with Riot actually finding a miss in the first KI, multiple misses now as those come out on the next stream. And Nissan holding on to the 99%, what I believe is full combo as well. So really good looking for Nissan here at the start, coming warmed up to this match, and it is paying off. This player missing on the streams here into the second KI, but Nissan missing on the streams within, dropping on that space stream actually instead of one of the jumps. And now Riot, with the combo advantage, does have to work to take back some of that accolade that was dropped throughout the rest of the map, but with the combo lead at this point, can start to take back a lot of score. Nissan missing in the direct middle of the map caps the score at about 600k. There's not going to be much more that he can do besides that margin, so if Riot ever gets above that point, it's basically sealed up in his favor. But he unfortunately drops a miss now as well. Another miss there on a second jump, 2/3 of the way through. Combo lead back over to Nissan. Act lead still in Nissan's favor. And at this point, it would just take too long to build up a substantial combo lead for Riot. Both players resetting there. And with about 90k score in the favor of Nissan, it's looking very, very good for him. At this point, there is just not much that Riot can actually do to take back any score here. Even if he were able to hold on to the combo, Nissan had built up enough of a score lead to deal the final blow within the first half of the map, really. This second half, pretty much a wash for both of these players. Still in Nissan's favor overall, though. Got an extra 40k score lead gained during the second half of the map here. And that is going to be the win with 500k for Nissan. I don't think the score that he would have liked to see on that map, but definitely not the score that Riot would have liked to see either. 370k, the final score for him there. Of course, no warm-up on any map really is going to be a tough ask to do very well for any player, but Nomad 1 definitely still a pretty difficult map for having just warmed up. A lot of people do need to warm up aim as well as just the tapping, so really tough for Riot to come out on top. Hidden 2 going to be the next pick, by the way, for Nissan. Geaso by Yamai. This one is AR8 awkward aim. There's not a lot of super complex patterning in this map. There are still a lot of overlaps and other tricky sorts of aim patterns within this map that do make it fairly difficult to read, but a lot of the difficulty comes from the awkwardness of the aim. The angles on a lot of these jumps very, very tricky. Early miss from Nissan actually at the start of the map. Riot holding on to the full combo instead. Riot missing on those 1-2s there, and There goes the combo. Nissan now holding on to the higher combo. Better accuracy as well. Clearly looking very comfortable on something like this, and as one should on their first pick. Overall, looking still very, very strong for both players. Nissan actually finding a miss there at the start of the second PI. Riot with combo. The score lead is not huge either. He has to hold. But this is winnable at the moment due to that break in the middle of the map from Nissan. But does find a couple misses on some of the wide-angle space 1-2 jumps there, and on the obtuse angle polygon jumps there. So Nissan still with the accuracy advantage, still with the score advantage, and now once again with combo advantage as well. Just gonna close this one out pretty cleanly. It looks like there's not high combo from Riot to take advantage of any drops from Nissan going here into the last quarter of the map. And the score lead still about 80k plus in Nissan's favor is not helping Riot's case for a comeback whatsoever. And with that miss on the stream, I think it's pretty much sealed up. Really nicely done from Nissan, a good first pick. And only 2 misses and 4 100s for Nissan there on ASO is actually a really, really good score. You don't see that level of comfort on something like this from basically anyone. Very, very good score for Nissan on that map. Not the best score ever on Nomad 1, but clearly came to play here on Hidden 2. I definitely want to see Riot get some kind of tech or aim map picked up. I feel like Hidden 1 would still be a very good pick. He had a strong score on it in the qualifiers compared to Nissan dropping only 400k. Riot over doubled that score in the qualifiers, number 3 on the map overall. One of the remaining Hard Rocks, I think Hard Rock 2 would still be a very, very good pick for him as well. He's going to go with DT3 instead. So this is another finger control pick left up in the pool, Mermaid Girl. This map is really fun, by the way. If you haven't played this map, go play it. It's quite the fun low BPM Hard Rock act test if you're not good enough to play it double time as well. Really, really finger control intensive though. Lots of doubles, variable BPM in this as well. Lots of even numbered bursts into odd numbered bursts in this. It's quite difficult. 225 BPM at its fastest, but variable BPM as well in this map. So very tough to deal with. And AR 10.2 does make it a bit of a reading challenge when you have to deal with both the speed reading in addition to the pattern complexity within this map. So Riot saying that he has to be warmed up at this point. So let's see if he can pull out the win here on Mermaid Girl. This one is really, really tricky. Nissan actually missing on some of these early doubles, and Riot able to hold on through the intro to the map. Higher accuracy as well by about 3%, so looking quite good here at the start. And it really does seem like the finger control is where Riot is shining right now. Nissan missing on those doubles should give him some clues into the rest of this match. He does miss on one of the triples and one of the regular bursts though, so combo lead back over to Nissan right now. And yeah, unfortunately, misses on the easy patterns for Riot means score lead for Nissan now with the combo advantage going into the variable BPM section. But Nissan misses on the flow aim within the variable BPM section as well, right at the end there. Both of them missing, however, on the wiggle stream. And now Riot just has to hold on to the accuracy as much as possible to try and scrape back any of this score lead, really hoping that Nissan finds a miss. He does, but Riot finds one as well right afterwards, and there's just a sliver of map left. It's really just not going to be enough time for either player to amass a score lead, and it's going to go over to Nissan because of that. The miss on the early section really dooming the score there for Riot, but better accuracy, half the miscount of Nissan. Honestly, not a bad pick from Riot. It's just unlucky it went in the favor of Nissan. No warm-up on some of the early streams at the start of the map really killed the combo in the first half of the map, which is where a lot of players are going to tend to get their combo together. The stream aim required in the second half a lot wigglier, a lot trickier because of it. Lots of wiggles going on in the streams in the second half. But Riot should look at that and say, okay, I had much better act on that map. Let's go for something like the Hard Rock 2 after this, because I think it would be a very, very good pick for him. Nomad 4, the next pick, though, for Nissan. Climactic Cry. This is the alt map in Nomad, 6.62 stars, 3 minutes and 48 seconds. The longest map in the Nomad pool. Second longest map overall in the pool outside the tiebreaker. And 280 BPM, AR 9.8. This one's got a lot of aim control. There's quite a lot of sort of up and down motion required alongside some very, very quick either horizontal or vertical motion. So lots of wiggles going on, lots of doubling back required in this map. And at the same time, still a lot of flow aim to deal with. There's still quite a lot of very highly spaced bursts in this map that require very, very strong flow aim from both players to be able to deal with. Neither player missing on the intro section here. Accuracy advantage for Nissan going into the first verse. Riot almost missing on some of those back and forths, but able to hold on to the combo just barely. Still far better accuracy for Nissan, though, up about 1.5% over Riot right now in the act department. And Riot finally finds a couple of misses there on the doubles into the slider section right there at about the halfway point of the map. Nissan able to hold on to both the combo and the accuracy, actually closing in on 99% act right now. The combination of the 1/8 triples along, or rather 1/4 triples along with the standard 1/2 alt mapping for Riot was just a bit too much during that section and did drop the combo because of it. Looks like a misread actually rather than a mistap. But Nissan looking very, very strong on this map. 99% full combo, 2/3 of the way through here, just looking so comfortable. And he's still just going. He's not missing at all. 99% accuracy still here for Nissan on the FC. Just trying to close it out cleanly here. He does drop some accuracy, does drop some misses on the section after those 280 BPM bursts, but that is a fantastic score. Over 600k, well over 600k on this one for Nissan. Riot with some combo to close it out, but too little, too late. Damage has already been done. That is a fantastic score from Nissan, and up 4-0 now in this matchup. And now we're looking at the next picks for Riot. After Mermaid Girl, I feel like something like the Hard Rock 2 would be very, very good for him. He put up a fantastic score on it in the qualifier round. And while, yes, Street is a little bit more tech-focused than something like Dokudempa, does still hit that finger control spot that Nissan seems to struggle with a little bit on Mermaid Girl. So I do feel like it would be quite a good pick for Riot at this moment. There's also something like Monochrome Princess in Hidden, but not sure exactly whether he wants to pick something like that when Nissan Hidden overall is still fairly good. Hidden 1 for Nissan would also be quite a bad map, I think. Hidden 1 probably a very, very good pick for Riot, looking towards a next pick if he can unlock it. Hard Rock 2 here, though, I think this is a very strong pick for Riot. Yeah, 6.5, lots of straight line bursts in this one, lots of doubles, lots of even numbered bursts into odd numbered bursts in this map as well. And besides that, still quite difficult to aim on Hard Rock 2. Lots of still pretty wide spacing jumps, and on CS 6.5 it does become quite difficult to be accurate at those. It looks like Nissan wants to play Nomad 4 again. His client apparently allowing him to play Nomad 4 for the second time. We're gonna get both players into Hard Rock 2 here. Looks like no early breaks for either player at the start of the map. Higher accuracy for Riot, as is a little bit expected after Mermaid Girl. But it looks like, again, a miss-aim for Riot on one of those bursts. He's able to hit the finger control patterns, but at this point has worse accuracy than Nissan as well by a pretty wide margin, 4% down in the accuracy. Very unlike what happened in Mermaid Girl, where Riot had the active advantage pretty much throughout the entire map. Nissan does drop the combo in response, but the lead in terms of the combo for Riot is minuscule at best, and now non-existent as he finds an over-aim on one of the jumps here on the CS 6.5 Hard Rock pick. Definitely a far cry from what happened in the qualifiers. His score on that map, I believe, number 4 overall on the pick. No, I'm sorry, number 11 overall on that map. No, number 12 overall, but 630k on the CS 6.5 Hard Rock pick in qualifiers. Nothing to sneeze at. He looked very, very good on it in the qualifiers pool, and that is just not happening here today. Nissan looking far better on the day. Does find a miss on one of those jumps in this breakdown section. Riot maybe with a way back in because of that. The score lead is actually not that big. It's only 40k right now. And the Ack is recovering for Riot as well, but he finds an under-aim on one of the jumps now. And Nissan back to accumulating more score lead here on the streams. Lots of combo to be had on these, but Nissan missing out on some of it, dropping multiple misses, dropping the accuracy as well. And now the score lead closer than ever towards Riot at the moment, but he drops as well. The stream's proving very tricky on CS 6.5 for both of these players, both of them misaiming a lot of the stream section, not having the flow aim to deal with this. Riot, unfortunately, misaiming more often, dropping the combo more often within the stream section, and now the score lead back to 60k in the favor of Nissan, where it was down at 30k at one point during that stream section, and now we're back into a finger control part of the map instead, where Nissan had looked very good during the first half of the map. I don't expect him to have a ton of trouble with this section, despite the differences between it and the first half of the map. And you can see that score lead is pretty much insurmountable at this point, almost 90k in the favor of Nissan and not going anywhere. This is unfortunately another unsuccessful pick for Riot, and Nissan at match point 5-0. And Nissan with a pretty much instant no-mod 6 pick. If you win on one precision pick, go towards the other. It's AR9, it's in no-mod. But at the end of the day, it's a precision aim map. It's CS6, very, very wide jumps to deal with in this one. All right, and both players ready to get into what Nissan hopes is the last map of this match, trying to close it out here with the clean 6-0 sweep on no-mod 6. Early miss on the wide angle polygon jumps for Riot. Nissan able to hold on through the flow aim there. But misses on the super wide jumps for both players there, actually. The back and forth's getting both of them. Combo reset, of course, favoring Nissan. Had the higher combo earlier on, has the higher accuracy as well. And Riot finding more combo resets afterwards on the jumps into the sliders. Nissan does find a missing on one of the reverse sliders, but the score lead's still 40k in his favor. Riot down 1.5% in accuracy. So even with about 100 combo to his name right now ahead of Nissan, that score lead really not going to go anywhere. Riot does find the drop as well, and Nissan has been silently accumulating some combo over on the left-hand side of the screen for a while now. You can see that score lead still did not go anywhere as well because of that accuracy lead for Nissan. More than 2% in his favor at this point as well. That score lead closing in on 100,000 pretty quickly at this point. And with only a quarter of the map left, it would basically take disaster from Nissan's side to lose on this one. And I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. Riot, unfortunately, probably going to be dropping down to the losers bracket round 1 next weekend. To Nissan here, a clean 6-0 sweep for Nissan. Riot just unprepared on the day and dropping down in what is for Nissan spectacular fashion because of it. And honestly, pretty good scores from Nissan. 2 misses and 1 slider break on that map is a pretty strong score overall. It's not because... it's partially, of course, because Riot was, had just woken up for this match, did not have the greatest time preparing for this, but Nissan also putting up very good scores throughout the match. It's not to downplay his accomplishments and his plays in this match whatsoever. He did still win because he was the better player on the day. Found very good scores on many of these maps within this match. So, well played to Nissan. He advances to the winners bracket quarterfinals with a clean 6-0 over Riot. We're going to take a look at the bracket. We do have another match coming up right after this. By the way, at 17 UTC, it is Bartek 22830 versus Tromikbox, also known as Ristel, 2 Polish players facing off against each other at 17 UTC. That is about 20 minutes from now. We've also got Utami versus Kingling after that, Mouseeasy versus Fiery Rage, and right after that, and then at 23 UTC today, Kablaze versus I'm a Fancy Lad. Almost every matchup this weekend happening on Saturday, so don't go anywhere. We're going to have many more matches to come today. As for Nissan, next week he faces off against Missia in the winners bracket quarterfinals, so good luck to him in that matchup, and good luck to Riot in the losers bracket. He faces off against Arnold 24x24 next weekend. Both of those matches are going to be very, very good to watch. Also, Corsace Closed is a tournament that exists largely to help the Corsace Open, help fund the Corsace Open tournament in the fall. If you are interested in seeing more high-level gameplay, especially for the different teams that are going to be happening in Corsace Open this year, please consider donating to that tournament. It also helps bring you Corsace Closed every year in addition. Thank you to everybody for watching. My name is Dio. We'll see you in 20 minutes.